In the crystalline spires of Xylos Prime, year 2701, the universal medium of exchange wasn't precious metals or exotic isotopes, but flawlessly encrypted data crystals known as crystal sats, their integrity maintained by the unbreakable Xylan concordance ledger. This decentralized, quantum-entangled blockchain, derived from the legendary Prism code of a forgotten precursor race, was the silent, immutable arbiter of every interstellar trade agreement, every sentient rights charter, every transdimensional contract across 100 star systems. Crystal sats, or shards, as the deep space miners called them, held an almost mythical status, their origins lost in the pre-FTL digital dawn. Deep within the shifting, Geode caverns beneath Xylos Prime's shimmering surface, shielded from the planet's intense crystalline radiation and the constant, intrusive data sweeps of the galactic hegemony, lay the resonant archive of forgotten light. It was less a library in the traditional sense, and more a vast, living geode, whose crystalline facets stored information as complex light patterns and resonant frequencies. Here, Elara, Prism, Vane, a young geolinguist with the rare ability to interpret the crystalline songs of the planet, carefully attuned her senses to the archive's ancient hum. Her fingers, adorned with small, crystalline resonance amplifiers, traced the intricate light veins that pulsed with code predating the hegemony by millennia. Elara often pondered the cryptic legends, how the Xylan concordance was grown from a single, perfectly structured crystal algorithm, the Prism code. It wasn't a program devised by organics, but a naturally occurring quantum computational matrix, its core access keys, the heart shards, deliberately fractured and scattered by the planet's sentient crystalline consciousness, the silent geode, to prevent any single off-world entity from ever truly dominating Xylos's unique energy and data resources. Her lineage, the keepers of the crystal song, were chosen by the geode itself, a sacred, resonant bond, a perilous honor. Elara wasn't just a scholar, she was a resonator, one of the last of her kind, tasked with safeguarding a living heart shard of the Prism code. Her fragment, a flawless, fist-sized crystal that pulsed with an inner, multi-hued light, was kept in a state of perfect resonance within a specialized geoharmonic chamber. Dominating the orbital trade station above Xylos Prime, like a dark, metallic parasite, was the Hegemony Citadel, the regional command center for the galaxy's most expansionist and resource-hungry empire. Its sector commander, the cold and ambitious General Kalen Rixus, was a man utterly convinced that true galactic order and progress could only be enforced through the hegemony's centralized, unyielding military and economic might. He viewed the decentralized, sovereign nature of the Xylan concordance ledger not as a testament to a unique civilization, but as an unregulated anomaly, a rich resource ripe for annexation and exploitation. In his carefully worded dispatches to Hegemony Central, Rixus spoke of integrating Xylos Prime's unique energy signatures and data networks into the greater hegemonic framework for mutual benefit and enhanced security. His true, unspoken objective was to shatter the Prism code, seize control of the heart shards, and siphon Xylos's vast energy reserves and its unique quantum computational network directly into the hegemony's war machine. He needed to understand and control the heart shards to do so without catastrophically destabilizing the planet's crystalline core. In her hidden sanctuary within the resonant archive, Elara felt a sharp, painful dissonance in the silent geodes, song a clear indication of hegemonic interference. An encrypted subspace resonance signal, a desperate plea, reached her from Elder Thuron, another resonator whose consciousness was intertwined with a remote crystal spire network. Thuron's fading mental echo warned her. Elara, Rixus's geosurvey teams, they are not surveying. They are deploying resonance dampeners, sonic weapons designed to deafen the silent geode. To isolate the heart shards from the planetary matrix, he prepares for a crystalline override, an attempt to force a counterfeit resonant frequency upon the concordance during the Great Crystal Bloom. Elara projected her own resonant query. Her concern a palpable wave. How can he override a sentient planetary network, Thuron? Its strength lies in its infinite complexity, its unified song. Thuron's reply was weak, laced with despair. If he can capture a primary heart shard, your fragment, resonator, Its pure core frequency can be used as a carrier wave to broadcast his override command during the bloom, this planetary event. When all crystal structures on Xylos achieve perfect harmonic synchronization, makes them susceptible to a single, dominant, counterfeit signal. Your heart shard is not just a relic, Elara, it's the planet's master tuning fork. Its spiritual and computational core. Suddenly, powerful, low-frequency sonic vibrations shook the resonant archive, the very crystals around her dimming in protest. Red warning light patterns pulsed from the deeper crystal formations, a silent scream of pain. "They have found the archive!" Elara cried out to the silent Geode. Thuron's last, desperate thought resonated within her mind. The heart shard, protect Xylos' soul. Seek out Jax, Shardhand Kine, a rogue crystal tech scavenger in the shattered moon debris field. He knows the Geode's hidden defensive frequencies. The activation key is the Song of the Seven Spires. Hegemony Annihilator-class droids, their metallic forms impervious to the crystalline radiation, blasted through the archive's primary Geode shield. Elara, her heart shard blazing with an almost unbearable light, activated a hidden resonance tunnel, a pathway through the planet's crystalline matrix, and vanished as the hegemony forces desecrated the ancient sanctuary. Elara, a fugitive on her own world, carried the fate of a planet's consciousness within her resonant chamber. The shattered moon debris field, a chaotic ring of broken celestial bodies, was a haven for outcasts, smugglers, and those who defied hegemonic rule. She found Jax, Shardhand, Kine in a workshop pieced together from salvaged hegemony tech and glowing Xylan crystals. His prosthetic hand, crafted from a rare, obsidian-like crystal, deftly manipulating a complex energy conduit. Elara, her voice trembling but firm, sang the first few notes of the ancient Song of the Seven Spires, her heart shard amplifying the melody. Jax's head snapped up, his eyes, the color of Xylos' deep amethyst veins, widening in recognition. "A resonator of the silent Geode? Thuron, he spoke of you, of Rixus' abomination. The great crystal bloom is almost upon us." Elara presented her heart shard, its light bathing the workshop in a kaleidoscope of colors, explaining Rixus' plan to use its frequency to enslave Xylos. Jax nodded, his expression grim. "The resonance dampeners will try to isolate the heart shard, make it vulnerable, but the silent Geode, it is not without its own defenses. The Prism code isn't just passive, resonator. It can actively fight back. Your heart shard is the key to unleashing the Geode's fury, a planet-wide resonant cascade. If we can amplify its true, harmonic song through my salvaged hegemonic deep space transmitter array just as Rixus attempts his override during the bloom, it will create a destructive interference pattern, a prism shatter wave, that will not only nullify his counterfeit signal, but also overload and disable his resonance dampeners and any hegemonic systems attempting to interface with the concordance. It's a song of pure planetary defiance. Alarms blared from Jax's makeshift console. A hegemony battlecruiser, Rixus' flagship, the Iron Will, had entered orbit around the shattered moon, its massive energy cannons charging. "Rixus isn't waiting for the bloom's peak," Jax said, his crystal hand already interfacing with the transmitter controls. "He's starting early. We have to act now." They raced against time, integrating Elara's heart shard into the transmitter array, the very air thrumming with the combined energies. As the great crystal bloom began, every crystal on Xylos Prime and its shattered moons began to glow with an intense, unified light. "On the Iron Will," General Rixus gave the command. "Initiate crystalline override. Bring Xylos to heel." His technicians watched as their control signal, carried on a stolen resonant frequency, began to penetrate the Xylan concordance. For a terrifying moment, the silent Geode's song faltered, the planet's light dimming. But then, from the heart of the shattered moon debris field, a wave of unimaginable sonic and light energy erupted, the Prism shatter wave, the Geode's fury unleashed. Rixus's command bridge screamed with alarms as his systems overloaded. The resonance dampeners across Xylos Prime exploded in showers of molten metal. His counterfeit signal was not just rejected, it was annihilated. The Xylan concordance, the silent Geode, blazed with a triumphant, defiant light, its true song resonating across the stars, stronger and more vibrant than ever before. Later, as the crippled hegemonic fleet retreated from Xylan space, Alara and Jack stood in the quiet hum of the resonant archive, slowly beginning to heal.